Good evening, and welcome to part 5 of the Crystal Palace journey. In part 4, which was a 4-hour slog, we managed to finish last season. We finished in 9th, which I thought was a really good finish, to be honest. And we've managed to bring some good players in this season. And as you can see, if I go to transfer history, we bought Horn, Bamba, Shaqiri, Thuram, Campagna, all on frees. 10 million for Paredes, 4.6 for Marcos Alonso, 8.5 for Chris Smalling, and then a big one, 23 for Callum Chambers. So strengthening the squad. Managed to get rid of a few players as well, which is always good. Also at the end of last season we managed to get rid of a few players as well. And yeah, this is the squad that we've got. I do have one more, I don't know if big decision in the transfer market to make before the end, is whether to sell Wilfried Zaha or not. He's not getting any younger. I think I could possibly get a replacement in, to be honest. Let's have a look. So I don't even think I'd necessarily need. Let's take that off. I could loan someone in, you see, and who could we loan in? Like Emile Smith-Rowe would be a great player to get on loan. Let's give him a little scout. Carvalho, he'd fit right in. Let's give him another scout. You know, these are the sort of players we want. Possibly Garnacho. I don't think Shortire is going to be to the standard that we want. Like Nico Serrano, we could maybe get in on loan. We'll see how good he is. Elanga, he's not good enough on this game, unfortunately. Someone who I'm a big fan of in real life. I wonder if well, I'm guessing he's in the reserves. Yeah, I wonder if I can get Curtis Jones back for the season, who played well for us last season. So that could be a maybe. There's a lot of players, you know, that we could get a Firmino in. I don't think Ben Doak will be ready. We'll scout him anyway. So yeah, do we sell Wilfried Zaha? I think we do. I think first I'm just going to offer him out and see what happens, and then oh, there we go. So 26.5 million for Zaha, who I would have lost for free at the end of last season. So yeah, I'm good with that. And so then what I'll do is, knowing that that's what we're going to get, If he wants to pay off, if it means getting rid of him, then I will. I would be happy to accept the payoffs. Although our next game against Tottenham away is not an easy game. So there we can see Emil Smith-Rowe. I do like him. I think he's a great player. Carvalho. I think Garnacho will be good as well. Although he's the worst of the of the players so far. Serrano's probably not good enough. So we'll get rid of them too. I think we'll focus on Smith-Rowe or Carvalho. We could play Bobby F as an advanced playmaker. Yeah, Ben Doak's, he's not ready. And we already know about Curtis Jones. So let's get through this Tottenham game then, which is going to be a tough one. And we're going to go with Callum Chambers. Oh, there's something actually that I want to change before we even get into a game. We go to corners and we go to attacking. I'll just swap these two round because Mark Gay's not tall enough, and I think having a taller player at that near post will give us the extra height we need to maybe score some more. So anyway, let's pick the team. So far we have Chambers. I think we'll go with Chris Smalling again, next to Mark Gay. Smalling's 6'4", look, and Anderson's 6'4". So I think that it'd be more beneficial to have those guys out there trying to win those headers. Shaqiri, Paredes. It's very much the same team that played the first game. Elise, Eze. I think I'll give Jonathan Bamber a go on the left. I think he's got enough in him. And Edouard up front after his hat-trick against Watford. As for the bench, well, I'm going to leave Zaha out of the team right now. Maybe that'll increase his chances of wanting to leave the team. Or at least that's the theory. So here we go, Tottenham away, tough game, away from home. We have had a good start, of course, the win against Watford. Let's see if we can keep that up. With Elise with a free kick here. Unlucky. Looks like Tottenham's brought in Robert Sanchez, funnily enough, from Brighton, who went down. It's not a bad replacement for Lloris. Getting on in years, Lloris. So yeah, you want to replace him sooner rather than later. You give him a season, and then you want to be looking at replacing him. Here comes Emerson Royal with a great ball inside to Kane. He may just be offside there. I'm hoping he is anyway. It's close. It's close. he was onside, unfortunately. It said the ref did not see anything wrong with that. Let's have a look. I mean, it is very, very tight. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. With the team that we've got this season, I do expect us to be further up the league. How far, I'm not sure, but yeah, our team is much better than it was last season. We've got more depth as well. I think once these new players settle in, we'll be very, very good. Oh, that's poor. That's poor letting Kane in through there like that. A good pass by Bentancur, but to not close that space and not follow Kane's run, you're going to get punished. Yeah, look at that. He split the defence with his run. Not really. We've not really even got into this game yet, which is not great. What I don't want is to undo all the good work that we did at home to Watford. 2-0 down at half time. I must say I am very, very disappointed, almost angry, and that doesn't help that we have an injury there. So we'll do that, and I think I'll bring Anderson on for Smalling as well, and yeah, we're good to go. It's Elise. Plays it in. Edward. Oh, what a save. There you go, Robert Sanchez. Putting in the work. That's it. Get back in. He's got nowhere to go. And it's a goal kick to Tottenham. That's very, very poor. What we don't want now is to capitulate totally. Although Mitchell beating Kane to a header is very impressive. And his back post is Son. He's hit the post. Hit the near post. Not good. Still not got it away. And into the safe hands of Sam Johnston. There has been questions of let's get Alonso on, and we'll put Campagna on in the middle. And I believe that's all our subs. We've got one more. Yeah, let's give Mateta a game up front, or at least some time. Yeah, there's been questions asked why I've kept Johnston. I think he was great last season, and he saved us in a lot of games. So I thought it would be very harsh to let him go. That added to not really having the resources to replace him with somebody that would be a marked improvement over him. So I'm happy to keep him, and I'm happy for him to be a first choice keeper once again this season. Let's see if we can get something going here. There's still plenty of time. Felici can cut it back, and he can, straight into the path of Jean-Philippe Mateta. And that's 2-1. And this game is far from over. We've got fresh legs on. We have 27 minutes plus time added on. So I think we could still get something out of this game. We do need to make that chance though. think we try and demand a little bit more from the players. See if we can't just, you know, get that little bit extra. Now there's time here if we can mount the correct attack. Here comes Marcos Alonso, never scared of going forward. Oh, and Campagna has lost out on a ball. Oh, that's a great save. That's why Sam Johnston is our #1 goalkeeper. Yet another highlight, which we'd like to see. And this could be a red card for Davies. This could help us a lot here. We've just got to get it in that box, and I don't think we've been able to. That's slightly unlucky. And I'm gonna have to say I'm disappointed still, especially late on. We did all right to make it to 2-1, but we should have been coming out with at least a point there, I think. Anyway, Bamba out for 3 to 4 weeks, which is not ideal. And not what you want from your debut with your new team. So, of course, the idea is as well. We get. You see us? Oh, Watford away. Okay. We've got Thuram as well that can play left. Oh, Juventus coming in for Zaha, but that's not enough, I'm afraid. I wonder, excuse me, how long... So we've got quite a while before the transfer window. So we're in no rush. And a quick turnaround and another home game. I think I'm going to give Alonso a start here at home to Villa. We'll go again with Elise. Zaha, I think, is going to play this one. Mateta can start as he scored in the last game. I think that's fair. And that's our 7 subs. Can't get a full 9 yet. Although I don't think it'll be long before we can. As you see, I've not made any bids for any of the players on loan yet. I want to move Zaha on before I decide to do that. Anyway, at home to Villa. This is a game that won't be easy, but you look at it and we probably fancy ourselves at home against most teams. Villa are no exception to that. It's Eze through to Elise, who gets tackled well there by Digne. I'll make sure we win that over the top with Nemeta and Watkins up front. Could be dangerous. And here comes Watkins now, and he's made it 1-0. And this is a disastrous start to the game. Maybe the Watford game gave us a little bit of false hope at the start of the season. It was a big 4-1 win, and we looked very comfortable. Is Marcos Alonso with a throw-in to Eze, to Mateta, plays it back to Shaqiri, and that's a terrible, terrible pass. And Nemeta is going to be thrown goal here. Anderson with a brilliant last-ditch saving tackle there. If he misses the ball and gets a player, he's most certainly off. So well done to him. We just can't. Yeah, it's not clicking at the minute, which I can understand. As I say, there's a lot of new players in the team. Although that's no excuse for the forwards. And there's a great volley from Shaqiri, and that's his first goal for Palace. It was a mistake on the left-hand side for Villa. I think it might have been Digne. Yeah, big deflection. But our first man in there, Shaqiri. So one apiece. Quite a boring game so far, but a game that we are, or we seem to be, the better team. It's Elise with a free, standing over the free kick. I'm sure he'll have a shot here. He does, and it's just over for a goal kick. It's a big long ball in. Johnston is there. As you see, a very wet Selhurst Park today. It's not ideal conditions for football. Maybe it is for us, because from the Elise assist, Eze has just absolutely laser beamed that into the top bins, and now it's 2-1. 2-1 to the Palace, which is much better. That looks, the scoreboard looking much better now. Elise has a slight injury and would like to come off. Let's see if I can nurse him through at least a half time. Off the bar, and it's cleared away. It's Philip Coutinho with the ball in. Not a great ball in, to be fair. And it's a Palace free kick with the Coutinho being offside. Everyone pushed out really quick there, and that was well done. Yeah, pleased with that half. 2-1 up. And what we're going to do straight away here is take Elise off. And we'll swap Adley with Eze. And then we'll carry on. Mark Gay brings it out at the back. Alonso Paredes. Zaha always looking for that forward pass, couldn't find it. Scary. Played over to Eze. Can he find someone in the middle? He can find someone in the middle. It's Yassine Adley who's come on, and he's made it 3-1. Guy's been on for a little over 2-3 minutes, and he's already made an instant impact. The ball out to Eze, which was a great one, and then Eze back to him. There you go. Terrific stuff from the Palace lads there. 3-1. So we do have a tired player there, so I'm going to bring Paredes back into a CDM role. And although it's not ideal, what I'm going to do is Edward. Let me see if I swap him round with Zaha there. And last but not least, I think I'm going to bring Hatterbar on, because Chambers, in fact, not last and least, Smalling could come on, because I don't want a red card for Anderson, if I can help that. Here is Anderson to Paredes to Shaqiri, Eze, Adley, Mateta, Zaha. Lovely football just over the bar from Wilfred Zaha. That's some great play there. Coutinho with the ball in. Got to get this away. It's out for a goal kick. See this through now. We've been the better team. There's time for more chances here. Zaha's making that run. He's held it up nicely. Hatterbar. He's been hacked down there by Digne, and that will be a penalty, I'm sure. I think they'll look at it again with VAR, but I can't see anything there that indicates to me it shouldn't be a penalty, and it is. And as far as I'm concerned, Edward should be taking this, and he will be. For his 4th goal of the season. Edouard now buries the penalty, and this match looks very comfortable. It didn't when they were 1-0 up after 9 minutes, but now, yeah, I'm very comfortable with the way that this game's gone. There's Marcus Alonso with a great free kick through to Edouard. Oh, it's bouncing all over the place in the middle, and Wilfried Zaha has got on the end of it in what could be his final game for the club. He's going to sign out for Palace with a goal. Let's be honest, he's been a great servant to the club, and hopefully he got a standing ovation from the fans. But here come Villa. Huang Hee-chan plays it back post. Bit of a tame header there by Bailey, not known for his aerial ability, more of a dribbling and pace merchant. Douglas Luiz trying to get it through Adley, who's pressing really well. Look where Edouard is, doing the dirty work for the team, starting the attack off, and here comes Zaha into the middle. Oh, a deflection off of Diego Carlos, but he's got it back in again, and that's an own goal. It's an own goal. Lucas Digne is having a mare. A deflection that allowed the goal in the first half, gave away a penalty, and now an own goal. He's having one of the worst games you could possibly have. He just needs a sending off, and he'd be, yeah. That's a confidence destroyer of a game that he's having. And now we're just passing it nicely around the back, knowing that Aston Villa have got nothing left to give us. And a goal for Campagna. His first goal of the season. His first goal back at the club. And it's now 7-1. An unbelievable result. I wish we'd have used a couple of these goals against Tottenham. And here we go again from kickoff. There's Big John Magan. Plays it to Digne, who's kind of wasted it there, just throwing it down the line, but short of confidence. I don't think he wanted to take any risks. Just get it down that line. Zaha through to Adley, back to Zaha, who's got Moreno and Digne on toast here. There's Mateta, and it's 8-1. Jean-Philippe Mateta. As well, the whole forward line, not even those, the midfield, the defenders have absolutely wrecked Aston Villa here. 8-1. And the funny thing is, we've had 8 shots on target, so it just goes to show how poor of a performance it's been from Aston Villa. Full time, Crystal Palace 8, Aston Villa 1. Well, can I be anything but delighted at that? That's a result for the ages for Crystal Palace. Puts us right back into 4th position. Back with a bang after the defeat. Of course, Callum Chambers celebrating victory over his former club. Elise will be out for 2 weeks, which is not great. Yeah, Edouard on form with a goal and 2 assists as well. So he's not just there to put the ball in the back of the net. He will get you the assists when he has to. And we've got a week until the Brentford game, in which time I would hope that the Wilfried Zaha transfer saga, if you want to call it that, will be finished. So we have a new record high scoring game, 9 goals, and it's probably our biggest win for the club as well. I'll have to check that out though. Obviously the reserves getting beat. Let's see who we've got left in the reserves. Is there anyone in there that we can still sell? I mean, this guy. I know Stuart Armstrong's out on loan. like any of these guys, if they can be sold before the end of the transfer window, that'd be great. They're not worth a lot. Let's make sure. I mean, how long's he out for? 3 weeks. We can definitely have a look at this guy and try and sell him. So they're willing to pay 1.1. I kind of just want him to leave. So I'm going to do this again. I'm going to put it to. I'll put it to 1.5. And the same because of his injury status. It's only 3 weeks. It's well, 1 million. That's as low as I'll go. I think they're just playing hardball. Well, Zaha has decided he doesn't want to leave. Let's try that again. Surely there'll be bids for him. Maybe he wants a bigger club. Well, Juventus have come in for him, so right. So yeah, that's $1 million for Gordon. What Juventus? See, they don't want to give us that money straight away. It is negotiable, or is it non-negotiable? Let's view the offer. I'll tell you what. 15 up front, and you've got a deal. There you go. You can have his payoff. That's not a problem. The problem is that I need him to go. Right, so our next game will be Brentford away. Not yet another London derby. So again, yet another difficult game. And I think we'll go with Chris Smalling and Mark Gay this time. Tyreek Mitchell can slot in. Decore, I think he's going to have his first game as a ball-winning midfielder. And I like what Paredes is doing, so he can stay in. As for what we're going to do with this forward line, I think Eze's going to go right. Adley's going to go centre. Thuram is going to go left. And Edouard's going to go up front. And then whoever we can get on the bench, we'll get on the bench. This will be the debut of Marcus Thuram, of course. Hopefully he has a good one, and hopefully we get a good result here against what looks like a decent Brentford team. Jed steering goal, though, that could be something to exploit if we can get the shots off. Big if, though. Thuram straight away, and here's Edouard. That's a good block from Sorensen. There's Adam Hickey. Play both left or right back. Equally adept on both sides. He's making that run. There's Damsgaard. Damsgaard's going all the way. That's a good block. And straight into the arms of the grateful Sam Johnston there. Not a great deal happening this half. We seem to just be the better team of the two. But Here comes Damsgaard again on the left-hand side. Back to De Silva. Playing it through. Oh, is it the ball there? And Buemo. Still not safe. Johnston just making sure. Get that out. Here comes Thuram with the ball. Corner. Paredes. Smalling's there. It's just over. It's very, very close, that one. Another injury to Callum Chambers. That is the problem with him. He's very injury prone. However, regardless of that, oh, that's poor from Paredes there, giving the ball away. In Hatterball, we do have a very good replacement. There's Mbuemo. Damsgaard making a storming run, and Chambers has brought him down. That's going to be a penalty. That has to be a penalty. And yeah, that's not great. It's not ideal. It's not what we want to see. And that's 1-0 to Brentford. Can we put that down to Chambers being injured? I'm not sure. I think it was a poor decision. Lunged in. 1-0 down at half time then. I've got to say that I'm disappointed with that result so far. We need to get back into this game as soon as possible. There's nothing happening so far this half. But here we are. Tyrick Mitchell with a throw. A poor throw. But Paredes has got it to Decore, who's giving it away to Mbuemo. Paredes in there, stopping the counter-attack. Starting an attack of our own. Thuram, unlucky, just kind of overran the ball. We've still got it though. Paredes. Edouard, you know he can turn and shoot on. There's some poor passing here up front from the team. And it's left us open at the back. Very, very open at the back. Damsgaard is steaming into the penalty box. It's a good save by Johnston. I think it's time to bring on a couple of players. Looks like Zaha hasn't played his last game for the team. Mateta will be coming on. And Campagna will put on in centre mid. Here comes Smalling with a free kick to Decore. To ball back to Decore to Eze. Eze's got to look for the right pass here to Decore. Campagna's giving it away, look, to Tony. This has been the story of our game so far. It's a great tackle by Tyrick Mitchell. That's what he does. Can he find the right pass, though? He's lofted it back post. Adley's there. Campagna shoots right into the bodies. It's not really going to go anywhere. Mitchell's back on the ball. Campagna, he's looking. He's still looking. So it's bouncing around. It's hit the post. And it's gone out for a goal kick. One of those games for us. It's not quite going right. We've been the dominant team. Looking at all the statistics here. And we've just not been able to put the ball in the back of the net. And that could be the... it's going to be the costliest of all the stats in the game. That's a bad touch from Tyrick Mitchell there, but as always, he seems to make up for it. There's Mark Gay to Chris Smalling to Decore. Eze, he's looking for Mateta. He's found Mateta, who runs into the box. He's played it across, and Wilfred Zaha again. I'm just going to keep him on the transfer list. He's playing the best football we've ever seen him play. He's equalised for the Palace, 1-1, and it's the least we deserve, I think. I know Eze's tired, but he's going to have to stay on, I'm afraid. And we blow for full time there, and we get a draw against Brentford away, which I am pleased with. So that's 2 wins, 1 draw, and only 1 defeat in our first 4 games. We started off pretty well. And that's a Brentford team that were above us in the league. Callum Chambers, 5 to 8 days. Thuram had a decent debut, I think, there. He did okay. Mateta came on, played well. It's good having the selection problem of Mateta and Edouard, but it's all about picking the right one at the right time. As it stands now, I think Mateta's just, not for goals, but, you know, I think he's just giving a little bit more to the team. Zaha doesn't want to go to Real Sociedad, which is fair enough. There's Watford's potential lineup. Again, as always, in the cup, we'll just pick a team and skip through this game. I'm not really that fussed. So we'll give Timo Horn a game. Hatterbo. We'll go Smalling, Anderson. Mark can have a rest. Alonso, Decore, Campagna. And then we're kind of forced to go, I guess, Eze, Adley, Zaha. We'll put Mateta up front. And then the subs are literally the players that we've got. 6 of them. So yeah, we'll instant result the cup as per usual. It's not on our priority list this season. Got through on penalties, which is annoying because that just makes players more tired. Zaha with another 2 goals. Anyway, he's our top goal scorer this season on 5. So now we're getting towards transfer deadline day. Who we get in the next round? Stockport away, so should probably be a win, regardless of what team I decide to put out. But our next game is Manchester City at home. Yes, we will be taking part in deadline day. That's I think that goes without saying. We're trying to sell Zaha, and of course we're going to need to bring a player in as well. So we've got rumours of Patson Daka coming in, Ryan Kent and Flavius Daniliuk coming in. None of those will be coming in. And then Edouard to Inter for 33. I think they'd have to pay a little bit more than that. I'm afraid to say. Yeah. So we have 14 hours. There you go, Elise, Young Player of the Month. That's nice to see. Had a very good start to the season. I won't be discussing finances, I'm afraid. That's if you want to ask about. And Zaha has rejected Juventus. Can we somehow get him to leave before the end of the window? That's the question. Yeah, I don't think he's going to go, so we're going to have to keep Wilfred. Which, I mean, that's not the end of the world. He's on great form, to be fair, but we could have done with probably done with the money. No, we won't be doing any deals for him. The other players, Edouard and Mateta, so are wanted by Inter, Leeds and West Ham. we won't be selling any of those. As you can see, we don't really have any budget, but what I'm going to do while it's transfer deadline day quickly is go to transfer and put doubtful and put club is based not in England, and contract status is, I think we could have a look at actually if there are any free transfers out there. Let's do that. Should get Zlatan for a season. I mean, his pace and stamina are gone. Quagliarella, another 40-year-old. I think we're all right. There's not really anyone that we. Yeah, they're all pretty old players that we don't really want or need. Look at that pace, stamina, strength. Well, less strength because it won't matter, but look at the pace and the stamina. So it'll be world class for 10 minutes. So yeah, we're not getting any of those guys in. It was just having a look. Anyway, so whose contract that's not based in England is going to be expiring within the within the next year? Well, I've already seen a player that I really like the look of, and we'll get the scouts out on him, and we'll put him on the shortlist. I think Alex Beringer would be a top class signing for us. Santimina, of course, good finisher, good at passing. He could be a good player for us as well. So we can put him on the shortlist too. He's already decided, of course, that he will be leaving on a free transfer, which also gives us a distinct advantage that we know we can get him. This guy here, 25 years old, Ludovic Blas. We'll give him a little scout, put him on the shortlist. Mikel Vesga, great player, just the wrong age. Nicolo Ravella, no work permit, I guess. Alberto Moreno, just the wrong side of 30. You can have a look at this guy. I don't know if he's going to be anything special. This is the thing, you've got to you've got to look for those players that are going to actually work for you. I mean, Ikambi might be a good one, but you don't want to get too many old players. And like Andrew Herrera's class, I'll tell you that for a fact. But the fact that he's 34 is not good for us. It's not going to help. Miranchuk could do a job. 27 years old, maybe. Livakovic, could he come in and replace Sam Johnson? Possibly. Get the scouts going and we'll see. And this is Petkovic there as well. Not a bad player. Daniel Maldini. We can always have a look. Yeah, we don't want to get players in that obviously aren't going to improve the team. What we need is just consistently be bringing in players that are going to improve the team, not players that are going to have us basically standing still. I'm willing to have a look at these Ajax youngsters. You never know. We've got John Lundstrom from Rangers again. I think he'd just be a bit too old. If we keep going down, because there'll be good players quite far down that are not rated by their current club. Like, let's have a look at that guy there. As I said, what I don't want is to get players in that aren't going to improve the team. No, he's not good enough. Now we're getting down to the 2 millions. If I go to Rangers, no, Morelos signed a new contract, unfortunately. Oliver Baumann, his positioning's woeful though, I'm afraid, so we won't be getting him in anytime soon. He's probably the keeper that I'd like. Cragno, but not right now. And we'll just do this. We'll just go through these players, and you know, the worst that can happen is that no one's interested in them, or that we're not interested in them, and then we move on, and that's that. And I think that'll do. Can't see us. I can't see us finding anyone else. So we'll scout these players and see what we get. Not worried about his heading or international experience. He's a left winger. The fact that he can already speak good English is good. Definitely a possibility. We'll keep tabs on him. Santimina, obviously, we'll get the scouts on him again. Ludwig Blas, yeah, I think he's going to be a top player. This guy from Schalke, Amine Harit, plays an inverted winger, an advanced playmaker. I think we keep tabs on him and get the scouts on him again, just to make doubly sure. The thing is, with the double scout reports, the reason I do it is you get a rough idea after one, and you get to see their stats. After two, you get more of, you've seen them play more times. You get more of an accurate report. He's going nowhere. End of discussion. And then a 50 million bid comes, and I don't have to consider it. Yeah, Kappa's quality defender, but he's going to be oh, there we go. He's going to be 32 by the time it comes round, so I can't really. This guy, look, you know, he's young, he's 20. If we could get him in like as a hot prospect and load him out for a couple of years, I think he could do bits. So we'll keep the scouts on him. Now this, look, as we see it, he's two-star, but we don't actually know, so we have to scout him again. We don't get a choice. We've got to scout him twice. Carl Toko, he can be. I'd probably want to play him up front. What's his goal record like? I mean, he got no goals last season on loan at Rennes. We don't know where they were playing him. They could have been playing him at left midfield. Yeah, he's got a decent goal scoring record. I think we shortlist him, and if I haven't already, give him another scout. No, you're all right, thanks. Another one. I mean, we'll look at him first. Yeah, I just don't see him being good enough. So that's fine. We'll just move on from him. So B- for Miranchuk. We'll shortlist him. Livakovic. I don't like the fact that he's not great at handling. He's not got great communication or command of his area. Apart from that, he doesn't rush out either. But that's fine because I don't play a sweeper keeper. Apart from that, he's really good. So I think he's going to have to stay on the shortlist. Yeah, we need a second opinion on Daniel Maldini, although his stats, yeah, they don't really do a lot for him. See, they don't like Turnbull. Do I like Turnbull? I do. I do actually. I think he's a good player. I think that's a little bit harsh. I mean, I can understand because he's not really strong and he's not pacey. But in the position that I would play him, I don't think you have to be that pacey. I think you've got to sit and, you know, be able to pick a pass. So this guy's not going to be good enough. So we'll just finish up with that. We have to scout this guy once again. This guy too. Because for all we know, he could have 5-star potential. He could have 3-star current ability. We'll never know until we get the full scout report. I'd love to get him, but yeah, we don't have 42 million to spend, unfortunately. So now we're getting more of an accurate description. So this guy is not going to be good enough. Mori could well be a good long-term right back. Let's scout him once more. Same as this guy. Let's scout him once more. Not going to be good enough, I don't think. I don't think he's going to be good enough. See, now we're getting a better idea of, you know, what this guy's all about. I don't think this guy's. I mean, it's concentration. That could be what's holding him back. Let's go one more. So Santimina is a definite. He's already on the short list. He's leaving on a free. He's a great advanced forward. He would be exactly what we need. There we go. Look, 3.5. This guy's clearly a good player. Not great concentration levels. Not great at long shots either, but just about everything else is good. So we keep him. Now, look, now we know just how good this guy is, and potentially how good potentially he could be. So there you go. And again with this guy, look, now we're starting to realise just how good this guy could be. I think you'd have to play in the middle, so he can go on the shortlist as well. The Toko Ekambi. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that he'll be a better player than what we've already got. I'll keep him on the shortlist, and then we'll see. Now they're saying Daniel Maldini is going to be one of the top players. Again, we'll keep him on the shortlist. With the difference he's made now with Turnbull, now he's had a couple of times scouted, but no, we won't be going for him. This guy from Ajax, I think we'll be putting him on the shortlist. Oops, scouted him again by accident. I didn't actually want to do that. We cancel that now and put him on the shortlist. Same as this guy as well. I think for the future, and I think it all depends. If we get round to January and we can make bids on these guys, I think a lot of it will depend on what they want from us. You know, if they want him to come in and be important first team players straight away, then that's not going to happen. 10 million net spend, which is not bad. Still, only 13th in the wages. The Prem, are they? Yeah, Man City, big spenders. Got Saka in. With the transfer window news. Well, they've got Jeremy Pino and Saka, so they've been improving on the wings. Which is a strange one. So did anybody make any money? That's the question. Well, Arsenal, mainly because of the Saka deal, I guess. Only bought 2 in, 16 went. Whoa, we don't want to see all of them. West Ham making 50. So a few teams made money, and then you've got like Everton, Watford, just about even. Ourselves with 10, we're right down on that list. Then you get up and you can see from Wolves spent 70, net spend of 70, Liverpool 80, almost 90 for Newcastle United, 134. So a lot of money being spent there. We're always going to try and balance the books as much as we can. So Manchester City at home, we all know that this is going to be a game that whatever we can get out of this will be a bonus. So I think what we're going to do is going to put Zaha on the right, Eze in the middle, and Thuram on the left. Edouard up front. Oops. And we'll go with that. Again, Manchester City at home. Yeah, we're at home, and we're potentially strong at home most of the time. But this is Man City, and they've made some big signings to add to their already star-studded lineup. Playing Saka on the left, by the way, which is I'd have thought they'd put Jeremy on the left and Bukayo on the right. Who am I to question Pep Guardiola? I've got 1 season of experience finishing ninth with Palace. I'm not really in a position where I can question what he does. Haaland's got through there, and there's the first goal. 1 minute 42 into the game. Just took the ball away there from was it Chris Smalling? Could have been Chambers, or I think it was Smalling though. Just bodied him, got the ball, buried it. Okay. There we go. Oh, and Saka, that work rate, straight to Haaland. That's unfortunate for Johnston there. He did get a hand to that, but it wasn't enough. And the score is now 2-0, and we're less than 5 minutes into the game. Here we go. Paredes. Near post. That's a good save from Anderson. I think since switching the corner around, so the taller man is at the front post rather than Mark Gay, we do win quite a few more of those near post headers. I think it's just a case of once they start going in. It's Paredes, Shaqiri, Eze looking for that pass. It's through. It's Thuram. It's a goal, but was there an offside in there? Possibly. I think I possibly did see an offside there. Yes, the goal's been disallowed. Not a lot in it, but yeah, he was just off. It was a good line from City. It does show though that we can get in behind them, and we can put these under the pressure. Since the 2 goals, we have been the better team, but it's those 2 early goals that have really killed us off this first half. I'm going to have to say that, yeah, I'm angry with that. Zaha's not happy that I've said I'm angry, but I don't care what you think. I think I'm justified in saying that I'm angry. It was one of the worst starts I've seen. It's De Bruyne, just over the bar. Could have easily gone in. Could have easily dipped and gone in there. Here we are. We're going to try and play it out from the back, as we like to do. Again, I want that philosophy for the team. I want us to. I know we play every now and again. That's unfortunate. That was the right ball, just not quite pulled it off. As Zaha with a great tackle to Ram. He's going to have a go, and he's skied it over the top there. Yeah, I know we're not quite ready to play that sort of football yet. We do misplace passes, but I want us to keep going and keep playing that way with a quick, short passing. I think eventually, when it clicks, when we've got the right players to play it on a regular basis, which I don't think we're far off. I think we'll be better for it. And as Bernardo's hit the post and Haaland's put in the rebound, nothing wrong with that. That's a hat-trick for Haaland, and it's 3-0 to City now. And yeah, this is a bit of a wake-up call for the team. I'll bring Adley on. I think I'm going to put Mateta on up front. Chambers is struggling, and Zaha's struggling a little bit, but I don't know. I could have put Alonso on the left there. Would that? Oh, I'm going to do that. Again, a lot of new players as well. I mean, you saw in the victory against Villa, 8-1, by the way, which is a massive win. That when it clicks, we're good, but I still think it's probably going to take about half a season for the all the new players to integrate. We have made a lot of changes. Just need to get through this game now. Just going to focus the team up for that last 10 minutes and try not to let any more in. Could have been a different game if Thuram would have stayed on side for his goal. As it is, not a good result. So 7 points from our first 5 games, 2 wins, 1 draw and 2 defeats. Eze out for 3 to 4 weeks. We've got quite a few of our attacking midfielders out. Yeah, I don't think we're going to bother with that guy. We will put this one on the shortlist. I'm going to say no. Yeah, so we've got quite a few players out at the minute. Hopefully we've got a week off until the Leicester game. Some difficult games away to Leicester and Newcastle, so we need to try and pick as many points up as we can here. We already know about these guys now. They do think Daniel Maldini will be a good player for the future. I'm not so sure myself. I'm willing to shortlist him. I'll shortlist this guy as well, the 18-year-old. And they're just out of contract at the end of the season, so I can see a couple more injuries. Just 1 to 2 days for both of them. Will they be back for the Leicester game? Yeah. Oh, we've got 10 days to the Leicester game. It's international break, so that's not good. I believe he's had a decent start really to the season, and yeah, that's not great. But we do have Decore to come in and play that role at central defensive midfield role, and as a ball winner. So not the end of the world. I mean, it's kind of an injury crisis, but a lot of them are short term, and we'll be back by the time the international break is over. So yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, I was delighted to see Wilfred scoring. Never tried to sell him, obviously. And the commercial income, now this is where we fall very short. Look, 27 million only. We need to get that. I mean, we could do it with at least getting that up to 7th in the league. That's where we definitely fall short, and we definitely need more commercial income, because it allows a team to grow, and it allows us to be a better team, you know, and get better players in. Right, so Leicester away. Leicester are the favourites for the game. So Elise's back, Bamba's back, no Eze, no Skiri. Apart from that, we're okay. So it'll be Sam Johnson, Callum Chambers. I think we'll go with the old school Anderson and Gay, Tyrant Mitchell, Decore at CDM. In central midfield will be Paredes. On the right, I think we're going to go Elise, Adley in the centre, and we're going to go Zahar on the left and Mateta up front. And as always, everyone else that we can get on the bench will be on the bench. Just have a quick look at the schedule. So we've got Stockport after the Newcastle game in the third round of the Carabao Cup. You see, with this lineup, we've got some good links within the team, and I think that might be important to us getting a result here away to Leicester. A strong Leicester team, although Danny Ward in goal is good for us. Solly Marsh as well, bit of a weird one. Ben Davies from Tottenham they've had. Patson, Daka and Maddison are always going to be a thorn in your side when you play against them. So they'll probably be the main threats, you would imagine. Although, I guess we'll see. So Davies is going to be playing left centre back with Sousa at right centre back by the looks of that. Here we go. Castagna is through, and he's buried it far post, and it's an early lead for Leicester City. Not what the doctor has ordered for this game. It was a well-worked goal, but quite an easy one. Nobody was putting a foot in and trying to stop the play. Here we have a free kick with Mark Gay, Tyrant Mitchell. What you don't want to do there is run down that corridor and find himself blocked off. There's Decore. Elise through. Mateta's through, and he's put it over the bar. That's poor. He should be getting that on target at least. Maddison with the corner for Leicester. Well headed away. Solly March puts it back in. Davies, and it's 2-0 already. Although maybe the referee saw something there. Was there an offside? I'm not sure that there was. According to VAR, there was. Let's have another look. Yeah, he was just offside. The defence stepped up well, in fairness. We've got to be careful here, though. This could be another high-scoring defeat if we're not careful. We need to get hold of the ball and start playing our football. Is Mitchell. Back to Mark Gay. To Decore. Be careful, they're getting pressed. Mitchell giving it away, you see. That pass to Zahar was never on. And now Leicester have the ball. And they're coming forward and they're attacking with numbers. Maddison's through. I see nothing wrong with that one. Although the ref might. The ref's having a look. Did he stray offside? Is the question. Apparently he did. It looked very, very close. We're living on the edge here a little bit. Oh, I'm not sure. I know what the lines say, but it looked like Mark Gay was playing him onside. And we need to really take advantage of the fact that these have had 2 goals disallowed. Get out and get an equaliser. Can't string the passes together though. Struggling. Daka making a run there. It's well defended though. What's Johnston going to do? He's going to throw it out, which is good. I don't like the long kicks. Elise to Chambers. Chambers steaming down that right wing. Elise over the top. Wilfred Zaha. It's a goal. Nothing wrong with that. And another goal from Wilfred Zaha. He's having a career season here. And he just made it 1-1. Elise was looking, he was looking, and he was looking, and he found the ball, and Zaha with an easy finish by his standards. Here's the real Crystal Palace weakness, is straight off of kickoffs. So I always kind of expect Leicester or whoever we're playing to score when we see a highlight off of a kickoff. But that's well in by Chambers. Elise's got the ball. Elise's got to find an option. He's got the pace. He's found Adley, who's made a poor pass, but Paredes has got it. That's nice. Get it into the space on the left with Mitchell. Castagne's watching over him. What can Castagne do? Not a lot. It's a good one too. And it's ahead and it's in again. Adley and the ref, he's seen something there. Has he seen an offside? It looked like Siuuuuuuu was playing everyone on. And he was. It's a good bit of good interchange between Zaha and Mitchell. You can see no question of offside on the replay from Adley. And now it's 2-1 to Leicester, to Crystal Palace against Leicester at half time. From what looked like a dire situation. Now we've got something to hold on to. We've got a lead here. But here come Leicester with Tielemans. Sure he's going to have a shot. Yeah, a bit of a tame shot from Tielemans, especially by his high standards. Mitchell to Zaha, to Paredes, to Mitchell. Back to Paredes. All the way back to Mark Gay. Decore. Not quite to Elise there. Anderson to Chambers. Back to Paredes in midfield. Zaha. I feel like my players need to start coming towards the ball a little bit more. And that's it's costing us. It's giving the ball away. Here comes Tielemans. Daka's going to be looking. He's found Justin. Is Justin going to have a bang? He's played it across. And James Maddison has finished it to make it 2-2. Great game for the neutrals. Not such a great game for me as Palace manager. I will say Leicester have, at least attacking wise, they've had more chances. They've been the better team. Here's Castagne. He's bouncing all over the place. Samori having a shot there. And Leicester putting on all the pressure. Can't even get a hold of the ball here. It's Tielemans. Castagne. He's played it across. It's bounced off the bar. And Anderson's got it clear. Another corner to Leicester. This is it's just chance after chance for Leicester City as it stands. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to make some substitutions. So we're going to change the wingers up. We're going to take Decore off as well because he's on a booking. Maybe that's affecting his ability to tackle. I'm going to put Edward up front. Make those 4 changes and get some fresh legs on and see if we can get some attacks ourselves. There's Anderson with a 1-2 with Paredes. To Gay. Campagna. Good ball over the top. Well blocked, but Paredes has got the ball. He's through, and it's just over the bar. We need to take advantage of those wingers now. We need to get them on the ball. Get past players. Campagna with a terrific tackle there. Here comes Bamba. Through to Thuram. Excellent ball. Thuram's ran a little bit wide. It's gone back post. And it's a goal from Edouard. His 5th goal of the season. What an absolute monster he is. Now it's 3-2 to Crystal Palace. It's a great ball over the top. I thought Thuram had took it a little bit too wide. Took a big deflection off Suter. And Davies versus Edouard. There's only one winner there. 15 minutes to go in the game. Leicester again been piling on the pressure. I tell the guys to focus for these last 10 minutes as they're playing it out from the back. Suter and Davies. Campagna with a brilliant interception. Now we're knocking it about nicely. There's Tyrick Mitchell. Yeah, if there's nothing on forward, he can always go backwards. There's Thuram. Little dink over the top. Edouard couldn't quite get to that one. He didn't jump for it. There's Vardy playing it to March. And back to the keeper. See what Chambers can do with it down the wing. He's found Bamba, who's got that speed. He's lost the ball there. He's ran it into nowhere. Chambers was covering. Now Adley's got the ball from Bamba. Back to Bamba. Oh, it's gone in. It's an Edouard goal. I don't know how much he knew about that. I think that was a shot from Bamba, but 4-2 to Crystal Palace. And yeah, this has ended up being a really, really good win away to Leicester. Let's have a look again. Does look like a shot from Bamba, and Edouard's just poked that in with his knee or something. But yeah, we take that because it's a goal. That's all that matters. 90th minute, Bamba making that tackle. Paredes making the tackle. Luke Thomas trying to play it over the top. It's gone back in. Anderson plays it out. A bit lazy from Bamba there, but Luke Thomas with a difficult effort that's gone high wide and not so handsome. And that's a 4-2 win, which we have to be pleased about there. Leicester had plenty of chances and they just couldn't quite turn those chances into goals. And the goals they did get, 2 of them were disallowed. As we look at the Premier League table, we're 7th at the minute. 3 wins, 1 draw and 2 defeats. It's not bad at all. United is struggling at the minute. Look down the bottom. Look at these teams. Everton, West Brom and Watford. Only 2 points between the 3 of them. The next game will be Newcastle away, who are a player of the week for Edouard, by the way, which is always good to see. But yeah, Newcastle, who are 16th at the minute. I think that kind of, how can I say it? It kind of it's kind of deceptive as to the quality that they have within their squad. So we won't be taking Newcastle lightly. That's for sure. My reserves playing Bognor Regis. Oh, Livakovic is in contract negotiations. Is Ali's getting better? as you want to see. You need him to get those stats up as much as possible. He can already finish. If you can get that, his first touch, you know, he's off the ball, things like that, his concentration up. He could be a really good player. Just make sure we're covering the wages, which we are. Excuse me. Eze still not available for selection. Neither will Shaqiri be. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go obviously Chambers, and we're going to go Smalling and Mark Gay this time with Tyrick Mitchell. Decore at CDM with Paredes in front. We now have options on both sides. I think the fact that he had a good game coming off the bench, I think we're going to put Bamba on the right, Adley in the centre, and I think we've got to stick with Zaha and Edouard. It is quite difficult when you know we've got some really good players and we've got really good depth in the squad, so players are going to be disappointed. You know, like Marcos Alonso hasn't really started many games for us. He started 2 games for us, I think, so far this season, but it's difficult when, you know, Tyrick Mitchell is arguably my best player, although he'd probably have a stinker now. There we go, we've got it back in midfield. It's Paredes, he's going to have a go. Oh, Trubin in goal for Newcastle. Ball in by St Maximum. Headed out, Trippier's got it. Trippier looking to do some damage here. He's crossed it in, Smalling up again. And here's Paredes trying to make a counter-attack. I wonder if he can. He's not blessed with the greatest pace. Yeah, you would expect St Maximin to outpace him. Mitchell being careful here. Johnston just trying to get it out long. Here's Edouard. He's a long way out to Decore. Zaha is in. Zaha is in. And Zaha has scored his 7th goal of the season. He's such a different player when he plays in that inside forward position. I mean, we figured that out last season. Playing up front, he's not the same player, but when he's on that left-hand side, look at that. To think I almost sold him. He's done bits for us already this season. So an early lead against Newcastle. Always good to see. Smalling putting in the blocks there. What are they going to do here? You know, try and play a risky one. And they are. We've got Conrad Lima in midfield. That's a good player. Chambers sweeping up there. Some nice passing. Football look. If they're not sure about going forward, come back. There's Mitchell to Zaha. Back to Mitchell. Decore, Paredes, Adley, Smalling, Decore, Smalling. Back to Paredes, to Gay, Mitchell, Paredes, Adley. This is some great football. Zaha in again. He's going to play the cross. Edouard can't quite get the connection that he wanted there. That's some Barcelona-esque football. It's been a very dominant first half for us. Can we get one before half time? Smalling's got the header on it. It's hit the bar. And it's been cleared away. Adley's looking. And that's half time. Well, that's a very good half. I can say I'm pleased with that. Hopefully we continue that and carry that into the second half. As Conrad Limer's had to go off injured. Ravello with the booking. don't know. I don't actually know how far I'm intending to go with the season tonight. I'll just keep going until I get tired. Or I'm like, yeah, that's enough. You know, that'll do. Whatever. Yeah, here's Decore. Smalling playing it out from the back to Paredes. Gay to Mitchell. To Zaha. Looking on the inside is Edouard with a great run. Trubin is out of position. Edouard, he could have. He should have put a bit more on that. That's a phenomenal goal line clearance. Should be 2-0 to be fair. 10 minutes to go. I'm going to make a couple of subs. I'm going to bring Elise on. And Thuram. Oh, Thuram can come on as well. Let's not get sending off for Smalling. Just to shore things up a little bit. Fresh legs on last 10 minutes. Ooh, Callum Chambers playing some risky football there. There's the ball over the top again. Edouard is through. No mistake this time. Now it's 2-0 to Palace. His 7th goal of the season as well. Anything Zaha can do, he can do better. And yeah, some poor goalkeeping there. You'd think like the first time he wouldn't fall for it and come out, and after the first time, and he did. Wilson on the wing, trying to get something back for Newcastle to make it an interesting last 10. Willock to Wilson to St Maximum, and a block from Chambers. It's going to be a corner, and I'm going to use that opportunity to just one, yeah, to bring on Alonso at left back, which may or may not be a good idea given how attacking is. Edouard in there with the interception, doing the right thing, taking his time. Adley couldn't quite get to it. With 5 minutes to go plus time added on, this could be game over. Yes, it is, and that's a clean sheet and a 2-0 win for the Eagles, putting us up to 4th position, which is, yeah, the Eagles are flying high, and Newcastle down in 16th. Everton got a win there. I think West Brom picked up a point. Watford got their first point of the win. I wouldn't surprise me if it's against each other. No, Watford drew against Blackburn. Okay. Look for West Brom. They drew at home to Villa. Okay. Yeah. Great result. I can't say otherwise. We were the better team there, and very, very much deserved to to win that. So next is the Carabao Cup. As you know, we will be skipping through this game against Stockport. Win, lose or draw, it's not the end of the world. We're not expected to do anything in these competitions, as you can see in the club vision. Finish mid-table, just be competitive in the cups. We are getting improvements on the training ground, which is great. It might be as good a time as any to ask for a new contract. We'll see. After some really good results. Reece Nash has turned professional. Again, a player getting really good, making those gains, and I think we'll keep him for the rest of the season, but then we'll start looking about loaning him out. We're going to get a new contract, which, if we look at existing contract, what are we on? So they don't want to offer me any more. They're just going to give me a 3-year deal, which I'm not fussed about. That's okay. Yeah, a new contract. So yeah, I'm delighted. It was a no-brainer. What I might look for, um, if possible, um, let's see if we can. Oh, we've got some clauses here. 28k is 28k. Well, that's 850. Let's try and see. Look, we've got a head physio with that. So we'll go through and see if we can get some 4.5 star. Not 20, bloody hell, 15. So that guy's only 3.5. He's not going to be good enough. Head of youth development. Can we get one? 4.5. Well, we could get this guy from Norwich. I mean, ooh, hmm. See, we can't, for some reason. Let's do that. So, where's this guy? Is it this guy? Yeah. You want 7? We can give him 7, actually. Maybe 6.5. Yes, there we go. So we've got a head of youth development that's better. Uh, director of football, chief scout, and a head physio. Then. I mean, the director of football one's pretty easy. I don't know where he is though. Ah, he was on the assistant one. So Leonardo's very good. Not sure we can afford him though. Up to what can we offer him? 11.5. You see, that's we can't afford that. Michael Edwards. Will he be? He wants more. What can we add? We can't really add anything either. That's the thing. No, this could be doable. There we go. So we've got ourselves a director of football. Next will be a chief scout. No one really, unless this guy wants to come as a chief scout, which I doubt he does. We can always try. How much do you want? Well, how much can we go up to? We go up to 11.5. Nah, he's not interested. So no chief scout. And lastly, a physio, which is easy to do. You just physiotherapy to 20, and then see who's available. It's gonna have to be this guy from Malaga, if anyone. He wants 2.4. No. So well, we got a couple. So we'll get a couple of improvements in the staff, which is important. So Timo Horn will go in goal. Hatterbaugh again. Smalling, Anderson, Alonso, Decore, Campagna. as he is now fit, which is always good to see. Bamba, Adley, Thuram, and Mateta up front. Oh, we might be able to put 9 subs out here. That'd be nice. Oh, what are you doing? There we go. And as I said, this will just be skipped. It's the Carabao Cup. Not interested. 1-0 win. Okay. Goal for Mateta, which is not most unusual thing. And we get Arsenal away in the next round, which is probably where our Carabao Cup run ends. We've still got quite a way to go. We've got 4 league games between them. A couple of really tough ones there. Look, oh, look at that run. Liverpool, Chelsea, then Arsenal away in the Cup, and Manchester United at home. That's a tough run. So we've got to take advantage of these games against West Brom and Southampton, if we possibly can. There's a new head of youth development, Dean Rastrick. 4.5 stars, so hopefully we'll be getting better youth players in. That's what we want. He was caretaker manager of Tottenham last season. And Jack Hodgson will be our new director of football. He's got a great reputation as well. And yeah, it's good to get those 4.5s in. Obviously, eventually you want everything to be 5, but well, we're good with that. Make sure everything's how we want it. So West Brom at home, and we'll be playing against our old player Will Hughes. Didn't play so much last season for us. Oh, sorry, there we go. He played 26, but in the league, but 15 were off the bench. He didn't really start a lot. He started in the a few games in the Carabao Cup, I think. No goals, no assists. Didn't really do anything for us, so I decided, we had to get rid and improve. So here we go again. So Chambers, Smalling, Mark Gay. Smalling obviously is getting a lot worse. He's 33 years old, but I think he'll be good until the end of next season. I honestly do. A priority for the team. I'd say probably at the end of this season I'll do it. Is getting Tyrick Mitchell down on a new contract, a long-term contract. Decore as well. These players, they're going to need new contracts. Elise, he's good. He's good for now. Eze will need a new contract. Yeah, we need these players. We need these players to get on new long-term deals, even if it means them having a release clause that's stupidly high. I'm fine with that. I just don't want him to get to the point where it's like, well, I'm just going to leave on a free. So West Brom, as you can see, a good side we've got out here. I'll start the match, but nature calls, so hopefully nothing too silly happens. I'll be back in a second. Well, I've come back and Tyrick Mitchell is injured, so that's not ideal. Yeah, it's a straight swap for Alonso, so that's not too bad. But yeah, uh, arguably the best player in the team injured is it's not ideal. Although we're on the attack now with Elise, right back to Smalling. What's he going to do with this? Oh, that's a nice ball. So Hawk, can he get it out of his feet? He can. Can I get the words out of my mouth? Just about. Smalling to Paredes. Back to Smalling to Decore. Just probing, looking for that gap. Oh, that's cynical. That's a cynical foul. Off the ball's through. Edwards through. I don't think there's any question it's a penalty. I think there's a question of a red card here. That is disgusting. You cannot do that. That's only a yellow. I mean, is it the double jeopardy? You can't do it because I don't know. You can't give a penalty and send the guy off because it's double punishment. But it doesn't matter. We've scored. Edouard from the spot. His 8th goal of the season. Right in that bottom corner. Keeper did well. Almost got to it. Can only guess the right way. But unfortunately, for him, he didn't get it. Here we go. Paredes. Decore. Elise running at Hughes. He knows he's got the pace on Hughes. He's got the skills on Hughes. Decore to Paredes. And that's a phenomenal strike. That's a strike out of the top draw. And Paredes has scored his first goal for the club. Look at Elise. He had a Hughes on toast there. Decore with the quick pass. Paredes gave the keeper no chance to set for the shot. Well done. Whoa, 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 whoa. We could be seeing a red card for Marcos Alonso here. That's pretty dirty. I think that's a straight red. It is a straight red. And that's problems. So I'm going to take Eze off. I'm going to put Hattabor on at left back. Now, I don't know if anybody else can. I mean, could Mark Gay fill in at left back? Yeah, I guess he could. So, no, I'm actually going to put Anderson on. And Mark can fill in at left back. But that's a cynical foul. And possibly only my second red card since being Palace manager. Mark Gay's got to be careful here as well. He's diving in a lot. It could be backs to the wall now as West Brom. Obviously, they're going to get a bit of a confidence boost from that. But being 2-0 up at home against a struggling West Brom, we should be good enough to see this out for the win. Edouard just heading it away, just getting us a bit of breathing room. I'm massively disappointed in Alonso there. That tackle was about as good as his driving. That's not good at all. But we've seen it through to half time. We're 2-0 up, and we've just got to get through this second half and keep hold for the win. This game's massively important for us as the balls come in. Smalling, Chris Smalling, his first goal for the club. Elise with the assist. And that 3-0, that's really nice for us. That's put the gap there, 3 goals, and has allowed us a bit of breathing room. Decore seems a little bit tired. I am. So we've made 1 sub already, obviously. 2 subs already. Obviously, I think Decore can come off. I've got no problem with that. So that'll be sub 3. We can bring 2 more off. Let's bring Zahar off. and no one can really come. Yeah, I could actually. So Hatterbaugh can come on, and Callum Chambers can go into centre back. Smalling winning the ball again. Just couldn't get it on target this time. As we're into the last 15 minutes of the match, a match that West Brom probably feel that they should have capitalised on, with us being down to 10 men, but we've looked very solid. It's Diang with the corner for West Brom. Can he actually do something with it? Will there be a consolation goal? Is Grant back out to Diang? Back to Grant. Oh, that's a good goal. Bottom corner. Carlon Grant there. He's going to get the ball, and is he going to get the ball? Nah, he's not bothered. That's it, 5 minutes. We're not going to win this. We've just got to hold on now for the last couple of minutes, which it looks like we have done. And that's a pleasing victory with 10 men. Keeps us in 4th place after 8 games. I think it's 5 wins, 1 draw, and 2 defeats. 3 weeks for Tyrick Mitchell, plus Alonso's ban, which I'm not going to appeal because it was clearly a straight red. That kind of messes us up a little bit in terms of who we're going to play left back in our next game against Southampton, and probably the game after that against Liverpool as well. Maybe Mitchell will be back for the Chelsea game, but I fully expect Alonso to be getting a 3-game ban for that straight red. Let's get rid of some of these things that we don't need to be following. There we go. No clauses. An 8.8 million loss. Financially, not great. We do need to finish as high as possible. I don't know how long 4th will be on for, but we'll see. It's nice to get an A+. Look at the transfers. A+ for all these guys. B- for Smalling. They're worried about his wages, but okay. Again, wages. Yeah, not bad. I'm guessing some of the players I've sold they're not happy about. Yeah, some D's down here. Like letting Jack Butland on a free transfer, but Jack Butland was never going to be the one, so we had to get rid of him. Thuram out for 4 to 5 days with blisters. Never nice. Here we go. Yeah, there's the 2 extra matches for Alonso. Not surprising. So we're going to have to shift this defence around a little bit. So obviously Johnston, Chambers at right back, and then I think we're going to have to go Smalling, Anderson, and then Mark Gay's going to have to play at left back. Decore and Paredes, the usual suspects in the centre of midfield. Elise, Adley, and Zaha, and then up front, Edward. The bench will be whoever we can put on there. It won't be Adley won't be playing actually. Eze's playing. There, the bench is whoever we can put on there, basically. So that's the team. Away at Southampton. Because he's got Lavia playing for him. I'm surprised they've managed to keep hold of. Salisu's pretty good as well. They've got some pace up front. A very defensive looking formation, and then they'll use that pace from the front three. Whereas you know what our formation is, very balanced. And let's get the action underway, I guess. It's the corner to Palace. And it's 1-0. Chris Smalling. That's why we put him on the front post. Doing a job there. His second goal of the season. Brilliant ball in. Smalling. He knows how to head those in. The right amount of power and precision. And he wins that one as well. Paredes to Anderson. Looking for Mark Gay at left back. Zaha to Paredes. Decore to Edouard. To Chambers. Elise's looking. Chambers has found him. Played it in the middle. Back post. Oh, Zaha. He couldn't quite finish it. Couldn't quite get the contact. Would have been a nice 2-0 cushion, but Zaha wasn't quite able to finish it. Orsic with a free kick here, straight into the wall. There's Joe Aribo. He's looking. He's through. Quite an easy save for Sam Johnston. Not the get this. Make sure we get this out. Yeah, not the best half in terms of highlights. That's okay as long as we can go in at half time winning. It's a good shot that from Longstaff, I believe. And it's 1-0 at half time. As it stands, we're up into third position, which, yeah, is a bit mental, really. That's not something I didn't expect us to be this good this early on. But we are, so just keep going. So we've got some bookings in the back line, which I can't really do a lot about. Great tackle from Paredes. Zaha to Gay. He's got Decore next to him. He's going to make a storming run into midfield. There's Chambers on the right. He's got Decore behind him. Elise inside. There we go. Playing it back into the middle. Paredes. Great ball through. Edouard. And it's a really good save from McCarthy. And we're going to... I think we're going to bring a couple of players on here. Campagna's going to come on. I could make all 5 subs here, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And then Bamba for Elise. And Mateta for Edouard up front. Just try and get them fresh legs on and see the game out. A little over 10 minutes to go. Make sure we get the win, because we've seen the fixtures to come in the league. Our next 3 fixtures in the league are very, very tough. But Alcaraz, he's got Orsic. He's going to play it back in, and it's a goal. Now, is he onside? I believe he is. I think that's going to be the equaliser for Southampton. That's very poor counter-attack off our own corner. Nobody put a foot in, really. And could have got a point there for Southampton. Just need that one more highlight, which I don't think we're going to get at this rate. No, a 1-1 draw, which I'm going to say I'm disappointed with. Couldn't get that second goal. We've dropped a point there. Although we are up to 3rd place, which obviously is a big positive. Can we stay in 3rd? Not sure. I don't know how long we'll be there for, but we have to enjoy it while it lasts. So 13 days until Liverpool at home, and this is the run. Look, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal in the cup, which is a throwaway game. Then Manchester United, 3 games that could easily be 3 defeats, really. So we've got to be careful, and we've got to try and make sure that that doesn't happen. If we go to the competitions and look at the Premier League table, 5 wins, 2 draws, 2 defeats. A lot more goals this season. We've got the third best goal difference in the division, which is always good to see. Paredes in the team of the week, also picked by Argentina for his latest games. Not unhappy at that. And so we carry on. I don't know whether to stop before the Liverpool game, knowing that I'm going to come on and probably get slapped up 4 games in a row, or try and get through it now. Yeah, I don't know. It's good to see players getting international recognition. I don't know if England are actually even playing any internationals right now. Well, we've got no players in the squad, so yeah, we don't have many internationals. That's Edouard out for 3 to 4 weeks. At least it's not 8 months this time. But not having many internationals, damn it, can also be a good thing, because you get your players rested, and other teams come back with a lot of tied players from the international break. So here we go next. Liverpool at home. There we go. Thankfully, Tyrick Mitchell will be back, so that means we do have a left back. And we're going to go with the Chambers, Smalling, Gay, Mitchell back line. Shaqiri is going to be out for 8 weeks still, so Decore will carry on in that CDM position. Elise as I think we're going to give Thuram a go, and then Mateta up front, obviously with the injury to Edouard. Thuram getting a game here. It's not really a high pressure game, just purely based on the fact that it's Liverpool. These are possibly even top right now. Look at their team, it's chock full. I mean, their bench is probably better than our first team. So, but that's on paper, and we're at home, and we're going to try and see what we can get out of it. We were 3-1 up against these away last season and ended up drawing 3-3. So, shouldn't be disheartened just because we're playing Liverpool. However, Trent with a free kick, dangerous area as well. He's hit the inside of the post. Decore gets it away. It's not over yet though. Matip, and it's over the bar. Nico there. Pretty boring first 30 minutes. Just the one highlight. Oh, here we go. Commentator's curse. Here's Big Virg van Dijk. Tsimikas. He's gone all the way back to Alisson. He's get out there and press. Matip coming. We can't let these have free runs. That's a good block by Mitchell. Thuram Is he going to get past Trent? He is. He's gone on onto the inside. That's took a big deflection. There's Mateta doing what he does best, winning the header. Unfortunately, not to one of our own players. There's Luis Diaz. He's through on goal. The keeper's out, and it's 1-0. It's 1-0 to Liverpool. Not entirely against the run of play, especially given the highlights. And yeah, got to come back from this quick. Here's Eze to Thuram. Thuram turns back to Eze. Eze has buried it. That's his second assist of the season for Thuram. And Eze, I'm sure he's delighted with that. As you see again, look, Mitchell to Eze. Inside to Thuram. Looks like he's got nowhere to go. Back to Eze. Takes a touch. Right foot. Top bins. Here we go. Just before half time. Let's see Liverpool looking to take back the lead before the half-time whistle. That's a good block by Thuram, though. Working very hard on that left-hand side. That's very, very, very risky. That's a suicidal pass back there, and we've come out of that very luckily. It's not 2-1 now. It could still end up being 2-1 before half-time, but yeah, that's not the sort of pass back you need. Push up on these a little bit. There's a gap down that side. Tsimikas trying to exploit the gap. Elise, he's doing his best to hold him back. Verge gets in there before Eze. Back to Alisson. Liverpool not afraid to wait for the chance. This could be the chance. That is the chance. Harvey Elliott, one of the best young players on the game, with a sublime finish there. Some good passing there from Liverpool, some good play. A little bit disappointing, that first half. We are at home. If that's away, I can say, yeah, satisfied. We've played okay, but... Oh, and they've nearly scored again. And we need to sort this out now. Is Verge going to play a risky one? No, he's not. Oh, almost. Chambers getting in on Luis Diaz. We're not losing for lack of trying. But there is a big gulf in class as Diego Jota goes through. He's hit the post. And we've cleared it away. It's not lack of trying. We are trying. You can see the team is doing their best. We're just not quite on the level of this exceptional, an exceptionally gifted Liverpool team. Curtis Jones there. But Thuram is through, and he's buried it. He's buried it for his first goal for the club. He's took it down. He's put it in the far corner, and it's now 2-2. Jones losing the ball. Elise over the top. Thuram with a great finish. Jones, who obviously, well, if you don't remember or have not seen, we had him on loan last season from Liverpool for, I think we got him in January for half a season, and he's pretty solid for us. He didn't do anything special, but he was there when we needed him. And Alisson having to just tip that away. It's Eze again, and it's took a deflection and hit the bar. We're looking like we're coming back into this game now, and we're looking strong. Time for a couple of subs. Thuram's had a brilliant game, so I think I'm going to keep him on, and I'm going to put Zaha on the right. Campagna's going to go on in the centre as a deep line playmaker, and then we're ready to go. Hopefully we're not 3-2 down by the time they come on. Elise should get that. He has got it. To Chambers. It's a poor ball. He should be better than that.
He's got to be careful here. He's on a booking. Decore's coming in and he's just took the ball off Diaz as though Diaz wasn't there. And he's in all sorts of trouble, Diaz. It's Paredes. Oh, he's tried to hit one. It's been blocked though. Eze as he's been pushed off the ball there by Nico. On come the subs. Just over 10 minutes to go. Will there be a winner? And if there's going to be a winner, who will it be for? You fancy that the next goal will win the game, if there is going to be a next goal. Chambers is absolutely steaming down that wing. Here's Zaha. He's played it. Oh, he's gone back to Mitchell. Tyreek Mitchell has got his first goal of the season with an assist from Zaha, the most unlikely of scorers. And we've gone 3-2 up against Liverpool. What a game. A big deflection. I'm not sure Zaha meant to play that to Mitchell. But what a finish. Clinical. Oh no. Liverpool straight from kickoff. They are not messing about. Here's Andy Robertson. Still Robertson. Gay with a big clearance there. Campagna down to Eze. To Chambers. Zaha needs to start making a run. He has started making a run. A bit too late though. It's Smalling. Back to Johnston. Oh, that's poor. That's very poor from Johnston. That's a very rare mistake from the goalkeeper. Jota makes it 3-3. What a finish to this game. Not the finish I wanted, to be fair, after going 3-2 up. And as you see, I think he's trying to play that to Decore. There's much easier balls on. He can even just hoof it long, and he's not done that. We've got a corner. That's just over from Smalling. Now we've got a throw in. Here's Chambers to Decore. Got Campagna on the inside. It's gone to Zaha. Zaha's cut it back. Oh, it's just gone wide from Mateta. It's so close. Campagna plays the ball in. And that's quite an easy one there for Alisson. Just to sweep up. He's taking his time. No rush. That's a good ball. I think Jota's a long way offside though. Johnston's got to get this one right, and he has. Oh no, that's yeah. Gakpo's nicked the ball there. Henderson's come up. That's a good tackle from Chambers, but Jota's through. Jota's through, and Mark Gay just gets it away. Chambers clearing the ball. Zaha's got a run now. Oh, but it's full time. The counter attack was on. 3-3 though. Given that game, I think it's a good result. Moves us down to 4th position, but look at that, Liverpool are top, and I think have they got 8 wins and 2 draws and no defeats. So yeah, it's good stages. Oh, that's the FA Cup. We don't even want to look at that. Yeah. Yeah, look, that's only the second game they've dropped points this season. The other one being a 3-3 draw against Manchester United. So that's not the worst result that we could have had there. Although obviously we're a little disappointed just because we went 3-2 up late, and I mean, but then you look at it the other way, could have easily been a 4-5-3 win to Liverpool at the end. So we'll take what we get. Our next game is Chelsea, and we'll see. Yeah, Chelsea away, another Another big game, another tough game. Don't know where these are in the league. 11th, so not doing great. But always got a strong squad. Always strong at home. I don't think we should go into this game necessarily fearing them. Excuse me. But yeah, we know that they're going to be a good team. So Decore, I think Campagna's going to have a game here. We're going to give Paredes a little rest. And then we're going to go Bamba right. Adley centre. Thuram left and Mateta up front. You say what you could say. In fact, Hatterborg can have a game. You say, oh, that's kind of a second string. Yeah, it is, but to a certain degree. But you've got to keep everyone happy as well, and that's massively important. It's not a weak team by any stretch of the imagination. If I'd have put our second string out last season, we've got Paul Dummett at left back and Hughes at CDM. So there's a big difference between last season and this season in terms of the depth that we have in the squad. Very good team that Chelsea's got. I fully expect to be defeated here away to Chelsea. It's not quite a throwaway game, but it almost is, especially if they start off quickly. Which is a great save there by Johnson. That's good. But if we can get something from it, it's a bonus. I don't think a result away to Chelsea will affect our season. I don't think these aren't the games that we play, that we go into them and we think, right, we've got to do this against these, otherwise the season's over. And there's 1-0 already, but the referee may have seen an offside. Didn't see much wrong myself. Thought Tyrick Mitchell was playing them on. We'll see. Goal awarded, yeah. Was it Tyrick Mitchell playing him on? Yeah. And a goal from Pace and Pount there. Chelsea very, very dominant so far, and it's 2-0 now. A Wesley Fofana goal. Header from a corner. What we don't want, this is Man City all over again. We don't want this to be a big defeat. If we're going to lose, we want to be competitive, at least. But we've not managed to really even get out of our own half so far. As you can see in the player ratings, Hatterborg's having a bit of a mare against Pulisic. There's Campagna to Adley to Thuram. Can he get Mateta through? Kind of has. I don't know if he's got the pace. He's gone across to Bamba, and Bamba has banged it in for his first goal for the club and for the season. All credit to Mateta for the assist, yes, but credit to Thuram seeing the run, playing the right pass with the correct weight of pass, and it's 2-1, and it's game on again. There's Decore to Hatterborg, who needs something for his confidence. Decore going back post. Is Tyrick Mitchell, Campagna, Adley, back to Gay, back to Decore, Anderson to Hatterborg, back to Anderson. Chelsea have really come out to press here, which means there'll be gaps behind, which Bamba's got through, and he's saved by Mendy. No Kepa doing Kepa things in this fixture, unlike last season. I think we're going to leave Thuram on, at least until half-time. So there we go, half-time.
I'm going to go satisfied. I think keep doing what we're doing after that first 15 minutes and we'll be fine. We've got an injury here to Anderson, and I think it would be the right time to take Thuram off as well. So Smalling will be coming on, and Zaha will be coming on the left. It's Fofana again to Havertz. He's got it wide to James. Looking for Mason Mount. Back to James. It's a good block. It's headed away. Back in. Oh, jeez. It's hit the bar. Still not cleared. Here's Mason Mount, but then it's cleared away. Tough game, this. Chelsea have looks like they've reset at half time, and they're looking a lot better than they did towards the end of the first half. Here's James playing it in, and a goal for Lukaku to make it 3-1. That's not what we needed early on in the second half. It's a good goal. It's a good finish. I think the keeper, if we look, yeah, he's come out and Lukaku's just got in front and he's buried it from there. No, Lukaku, that was just probably a touch, trying to control the ball. So 70 minutes. I think we've got to take Hatterbar off. He's having a really bad game. I don't want to expose him anymore to the game. And lastly, we'll put Eze on. That's our 5 subs for the game. I mean, Chelsea have had more possession and they've had much more XG, but we've had our own chances that we could have done something with. There's still time yet. If we can get something from this. That's a good header from Koulibaly. Mitchell's got it though. To Zaha. Across. Oh, Mateta not getting the right contact. And I think that's any chance of a result out of the window. Yeah, a 3-1 defeat. And I'm going to have to say I'm disappointed. We just switched off at the beginning of each half there. And it's cost us. Anderson out for 7 to 9 days, which is very unfortunate. The question is with Zaha. I mean, he's having a great season, but the question is, do we sell him in January? I'm not sure. From an A+ to an A now, that's 2 games without a win. Of course, you know, Liverpool, Chelsea. Next we got Arsenal away in the cup, and then Manchester United at home in the league. So, yeah, disappointed, but also, you know, these are tough games. These aren't games we could at this stage of where we are in our development as a club. They're not games that we're thinking, right, we need to win these. So Timo Horn will get a game, of course. Hatterbar will get another opportunity. It's going to have to be Smalling and Gay. And Alonso's currently injured for 45 weeks. So Tyrick Mitchell will play left back. Decore and Campagna in midfield. And then we'll go with Bamba, Adley and Thuram with Mateta. The bench will be, of course, as always, just filled with the players that we can fill it with. Cup game, so you know what happens.
and that's a 2-0 win to Arsenal. Not surprising. Also, not the end of the world. Means less games second half of the season. Next, Manchester United at home. That's going to be a big game, a tough game as well. After this game, Blackburn away have just been promoted. They're doing all right, I think. Let's go to competitions. Well, they were doing all right. 10 points. And then we've got Blackburn away, then Everton at home, Wolves at home, Arsenal away. I mean, it seems like we play them every month. And we've got a run where if we have any ambition of, I'm not saying finishing top 4 because I think that's beyond us. I think that's pretty obvious that that's beyond us. But if we have any ambition of trying to make a Europa League or a Conference League spot, then we've got to get results during these runs. So yeah, Manchester United at home. We're going to go with obviously the strongest team that we feel we can put out. So a bit Elise, Eze and Wilfred Zaha will come back into the team. Edouard still has 7 days, 5 weeks for Shaqiri, and 4 weeks for Alonso. Anderson, 1 day, not too bad. So we'll be back for our next game. Just the 6 subs. And there we go, Manchester United at home. Let's have a look who they've got out. Yeah, that's a good team they've got out. Decent bench. You've got a couple of players there like Sancho and Martial that could come off the bench. And really punish us. So we can't even take their bench lightly. As always, we'll do what we can and see what happens. This is a Manchester United team that I expect to finish in the top 4, or their ambition will be to finish in the top 4. So see what we can do. Well, forcing them back, that's always good. Martinez driving through the midfield from centre back to Shaw. Be careful with Shaw, he can put that ball in. It's Florentino. Casemiro, it's a lovely ball over to Anthony, and it's a good save from Johnston. I've had a question, actually. Do I know all of the non-real team names in the game? No, not all of them, but most of them. Some of them are obvious, some of them are a little less obvious, and then with the Brazilian teams, they're all just 3-letter abbreviations. What a save from Johnston there, and I don't know all of those off the top of my head. So I'd say I'd know about 90%. All the important ones I know, anyway. Like Real Sociedad, Real Betis, etc., etc. Napoli, Roma, Capitalone, or whatever they're called. Yeah. So I've got a 0-0 so far at half time, which I'm not too disappointed with. Let's just get the second half going. We've not really got into the game. All the highlights have been in favour of Manchester United, as is this one.
we've defended quite well so far. Let's see if we can keep that up. There's Bruno. Tries a shot. Florentino tries a shot, and it's gone over the bar. As I can hear my cats jumping up and down on tables. We can't get hold of the ball here. I mean, we're getting really outplayed. Chambers has got to be careful not to get sent off. Rashford has made a great run if you can find Bruno. And that's a great block by Mark Gay. I think we're going to make a couple of subs here. I'll bring Hattabor on. And Bamba as well. And swap Campagna with Paredes. And we'll be good to go. Just need a little change, I think. I think Bamba's pace on that right hand side, if we can get the ball to him, it's easier said than done. Wan-Bissaka, Eze takes the ball off him. Campagna's not got anywhere to go. He's done the right thing there. Sancho has put it out of the stadium, basically. The right decision there from Campagna, just to get the ball out, not take the risk. Very late on in the game now. Manchester United really, really pushing. They want this. They want this result. Oh, there's a deflection. Oh, and I think that's going to be the winning goal. I don't think the ref's seen anything wrong with it. It's just bounced through. And let's have a look at the replay. As you see, Malacia. It's a great ball to Rashford, but it's come off Hattabor. Fernandez has took a shot there, and Sancho. It's going wide, and Sancho's just managed to get his head on the end of it, and that's very unfortunate. Here's Eze to Hattabor. Paredes back to Hattabor to Bamba. Bamba's got to use his pace here. Malacia's right on him though. Oh, Campagna, what are you doing? We don't need to lose a ball like that. That's not good. Højbjerg. Oh, that would have been probably goal of the season if that got in. Yeah, it's a tough one to take that. United were the better team, but I felt like we could have held out for a draw. Down to 7th position after just 1 point from our last 3 games. Against, maybe the best 3 teams, or 3 of the best teams in the division. So, it's not entirely a bad run of results. And I think that's where I'm going to call it for the day. And as always, it's been a pleasure streaming for everyone that's tuned in. And we'll see you next time for the next instalment of this journey with Crystal Palace.